Okay, this is Ringwalk Media in association with Well Eyes Therapy and Steel Hub Management. Mr. Sam Eggington, here we are again. A great big fight in kind of the local territory for you.
Practically. I mean, I'm about half an hour away. So yeah, it's hometown really. It's hometown.
Now listen, big fight ahead and an EBU belt on the line. You're no stranger to title fights. How have you taken sort of the preparations for this one?
Never changes, mate. I tell people this every time. I could be on at 5 o'clock, you know, in a small hall 4-rounder, or I could be top of the bill on a main event like this. My training don't change. I train hard no matter who I'm fighting, where I'm fighting, and how many rounds I'm doing. I always train for 12 rounds, whether I'm boxing 4, 6, 8, or 10. So again, it doesn't change. This is my job. This is Camp 43, and it's a norm.
I can't believe it's Camp 43. I mean, you're only, what, 29, 30 years old?
30 years old.
So the experience is phenomenal. I mean, we were there, we've seen you pick up your world title and the other belts that you won, and I mean, they're great nights. I mean, you don't come for calmness, you come for a proper tear-up, don't you?
It's all or nothing. I think you've got to be in this game. I think you've got to be all or nothing. You know, if you're half-hearted with this, it's going to go bad. And I've been all in since the day I turned pro, and I think that's why I'm still here.
When I was there when you win your world title and you give the belt to your dad in the crowd just at the side, it was a great moment, and I'm hoping that you're thinking maybe we've still got one more go in us to maybe get up there and have another go.
I think so. Get this one out of the way the weekend. We pick up the EBU. There's whisper of this being eliminated for the WBA, which I've only heard today.
So it is the Eliminator.
I don't know. It's whispers of it. That's what I'm just hearing. You know, things that I don't know for sure. Like I say, I've only heard about it today. Like I say, if that whisper is true, then it can't be far, can it? Do you know what I mean? I just need to pick this one up the weekend.
Obviously, your opponent, I'm sure you're aware of your opponent, is a decent guy, he's a good fighter. I mean, how are you going to sort of, I know you're going to say that you do the same thing in camp and you worry about yourself, but obviously you do look at other fighters. Is there anything that you've sort of picked out that you know what your game plan is to try and combat this opponent?
Yeah, of course there's a game plan. I know I sound wild when I say, you know, I'll go in and I've got plan A, blah, blah, but plan A changes every time, do you know what I mean? It's not that we have plan A for everyone. I try and make boxing as simple as it needs to be, do you know what I mean? I know what I got to do. I got to go in there. I got to put the pressure on Clever. Make sure I hit him more than he hits me and come out happy. And that's the plan. How we go about it, I'm not going to put out an interview, but again, yeah, like I say, plan A changes with each opponent, but we have a plan.
One thing we know about you is that you will go from round 1 to round 12 and you will not stop, so he's going to have to be very well prepared to take that gold off you, isn't he?
Exactly that. I'm just saying to someone else, I've fought the good amateurs that have been decent pros, you know what I mean? I've fought the Glenn Foots, Ted Cheeseman, Frankie Gavins, and I can't think of any more off the top of my head, but there's probably been more. But finding someone that gives the pressure, and it's quite big-headed to say, but the pressure and the, you know, the just the all-out every round sort of thing to fight, it's not easy to find. Do you know what I mean? So people keep saying, have you fought, and you know, what do you think of him? You know, he's a good amateur, what are you going to bring? I'm thinking, I've done this before. Do you know, like I said, it's Camp 43, I've done this before. What's he going to bring? Do you know what I mean? When I'm on his back at round 9, you know, if it goes that far, around 10, 11, 12, we'll see. But again, it's not an easy night, but it's a more than winnable night.
And of course, Wasserman live on Channel 5. Big audiences every single show. It seemed to increase. I think it was up to 1.4 or 1.5 million last show. I mean, it's a great audience to looking for, you know, to showcase your skill sets, of course.
Listen, I can't thank Wasserman enough for this. I was being messed around quite a lot just before this happened, with dates here and contracts here and contracts there. And I found out when I had a contract, the kid who also was meant to box, whose name was on the contract, he didn't have a contract. So I was being messed around left, right and centre. These guys rang up on, let's say, the Monday. By the Friday it was signed, sealed and delivered. Do you know what I mean? So I can't thank Wasserman enough. Channel 5 is a huge platform. Like you say, 1 million viewers is a guaranteed. And I'm just ready to go out and put on a show.
And I think we're all looking forward to this because we see your name on the top of the bill and we know what we're going to get. We know we're going to get someone dedicated to boxing, someone that loves it, and someone that will go for it, and that's what British boxing fans want to see. I think with the emergence of Saudi Arabia, fights like this and fight nights like this need to continue in Britain because that's where we get our enjoyment.
Exactly. I think boxing on a whole is probably jumping country at the moment. You know what I mean? There's Saudi, there's Dubai. There's a lot of countries that are really putting on shows as well, and Britain is sort of getting forgot about. But I want to bring this one back the weekend, and fingers crossed, it'll follow on from there.
I'll tell you what, if you do get the win and it's your night, you wouldn't say no to a nice Saudi payday, would you?
Listen, this is why I don't look down on anyone. I don't talk bad about anything. The Saudis are doing it really well as well, if I'm honest. So you can't moan, but yeah, give me a shout and I'll be over there first playing.
Well, listen, it's going to be good to see you, and of course, like you said, you're not that far away from home. I'm assuming you're going to have a nice big crowd supporting you as always. Yeah,
I've sold a nice few tickets. Like I said, I've got a few mates on the undercards as well, so their fans will support me and my fans will support them, so it'll be loud all night.
It's going to be a good night. Well, listen, mate, it's really good to see you in fine spirits, and a nice new haircut. You just had it done here, haven't you? I'll tell you, a beard trim haircut. What's going on?
I don't know. It's special up here, man. I don't know. I've never had that before. As soon as I saw the barbers all straight in the corner, getting that done. But yeah, nice and done. I don't have to do it now. I was going to go home to get a haircut. Now I don't have to wait in the queue for hours.
All ready for Friday night. Well, listen, mate, we wish you all the best. We hope you get the result you want, and we can't wait to see the fight.
Appreciate it, mate. Thanks a lot.